Hello and welcome to Art and Insurance. Today's case is not about theft, forgery, or accident. It is about war. About emergency evacuations carried out under air raid sirens. About museum collections packed in darkness and transported without publicity. And about a question insurers were never meant to answer easily. Can art be insured when the risk is armed conflict? This is the story of war risk insurance and the evacuation of Ukrainian artworks during the war. When war begins, art becomes vulnerable in a way no fire or flood can replicate. Missiles do not distinguish between military targets and museums. Occupation does not respect provenance. Looting, destruction, and disappearance become systemic risks. For Ukrainian museums, the threat was immediate. As full-scale war erupted, cultural institutions faced decisions measured in hours: leave collections in place and hope for protection, or evacuate them under dangerous conditions. Either choice carried risk, physical, legal, and financial. Thousands of artworks were removed from museums across Ukraine. Paintings, icons, archaeological objects, manuscripts, and sculptures were packed and relocated to undisclosed locations. Many of these evacuations happened without formal insurance coverage in place. And that was not an oversight. It was a structural limitation. Most art insurance policies explicitly exclude war risk. Armed conflict, invasion, civil war, and military action are considered uninsurable under standard terms. The reason is simple. War is not a random event. It is systemic, prolonged, and capable of generating catastrophic, correlated losses. From an insurer's perspective, war breaks the model. This creates a brutal reality. At the very moment when art is most endangered, insurance protection is at its weakest. So how is risk managed? In war scenarios, responsibility shifts away from commercial insurers and towards states, governments, and international frameworks. Some countries use state indemnity schemes to protect cultural property. Others rely on emergency public funding, diplomatic agreements, or international conventions rather than insurance payouts. For Ukrainian artworks, protection became a mix of evacuation, secrecy, and shared responsibility. Insurance did not disappear entirely, but it changed function. Instead of insuring against destruction by war, insurers focused on what remained insurable: transport risk during evacuation, handling damage, storage risks in host locations, and post-evacuation conservation. These policies were narrow, conditional, and carefully worded. If an artwork was damaged during packing or transport, coverage might apply. If it was destroyed by shelling, coverage would not. That distinction is painful but fundamental. Another layer is legal responsibility. Museums act as custodians, not owners. Many Ukrainian collections belong to the state. During evacuation, custody may temporarily shift between institutions, regions, or even countries. Each transfer raises questions of liability. Who is responsible if an object is lost en route? Who documents condition? Who authorizes restoration? In peacetime, these questions are answered by contracts. In war, they are answered by necessity. Valuation also becomes unstable. Market value loses relevance when markets are closed, borders are sealed, and sales are impossible. Insurers and authorities focus instead on conservation value, the cost to stabilize, restore, and preserve objects for future generations. Art becomes heritage first, asset second. There is also a long-term insurance consequence. After war, insurers reassess entire regions. Premiums rise, exclusions expand. Some risks become permanently uninsurable without state backing. The memory of conflict stays embedded in underwriting decisions for decades. For Ukrainian art, the war has permanently altered the insurance landscape. Future exhibitions, international loans, and storage arrangements will all carry the imprint of this period. This is where art insurance intersects with geopolitics. Insurance does not stop wars, it reacts to them. And often it steps aside. The evacuation of Ukrainian artworks during the war shows the absolute limits of insurance. Some risks cannot be transferred, some losses cannot be priced, and some responsibilities cannot be outsourced. If you're dealing with art loss, damage, disputed claims, or questions of responsibility around valuable artworks, art and insurance is where investigation meets professional risk management. We analyze real incidents at the intersection of art, money, and liability, from museums to private collections. For expert support in art insurance, valuation, claims handling, or dispute resolution, contact us. Thank you for watching Art and Insurance. See you in the next video.